We're ready? Yeah. Ready? And welcome back to the program, Hidden Nation. It's Josh Carey right here. It's your hidden entrepreneur. You're tuned right into 710 WOR. It's the voice of New York. Hidden Nation, today we have a musical artist coming our way. I happen to love music. I know a thing or two about you. You also love music. We're going to play a little bit of the songs of our guest today. So stick around to the end where we're going to play in its entirety one of his top songs. Help me welcome to the program. It's our guest, Conscience. Conscience, so good to see you.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Welcome to the program. It's really good to have you.
Yes, thank you so very much. Thank you.
I want to start with your name, Conscience,
Mm-hmm.
because it's deliberate. I, for one, appreciate it. I value it. But I know that even that word can take on a variety of meanings.
Yeah.
You go. Why conscience? What does it really symbolize for you?
First, thank you for having me here. It's definitely really cool to be here. Like, really.
You feel it?
Yeah, definitely feel
You're in the right place as a musical
artist.
artist.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say I really appreciate you so much. I go by the name of Conscience. My actual real name is I have two first names. It's Villian Elijah. That's my first name, and then Castillo is my last name. So I go by the name of Conscience. It kind of goes back to like there's like a very deep meaning, but I don't want to get too off track or too deep into it.
Right.
It's just basically, how conscience has like, the good and bad side. You have your dumb and smart decisions. You got the angel and the demon. The conscience. You know what I mean?
I sure do.
Typical picture of So basically, just because I used to live in New Bedford, Massachusetts, and I lived in the projects called Nashmont, and it was basically very like not a good place to live. So. And it was, so I kind of deal with that with my, it resembles more of like the bad stuff that I used to do. You know what I mean?
I get it.
So then, our household, is very, my dad's a pastor. And
really?
we grew up in a Christian household. So living in a Christian household in the hood, and you know what I mean. So I'm pretty sure there's a lot out there, but the thing is this like that's how I ended up getting the name. Because I wanted to do good, but there was so much bad going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. But I wanted to be part of the cool kids, but then, it was just like a lot. So like that's why I didn't actually brand myself as Conscience back then. I started branding my name Conscience around. Maybe like my 7th grade year when I moved to Connecticut.
Oh, that early?
Yeah. So,
oh, really?
I just always wanted the name Conscience, but I didn't want to seem too like I was doing too much, like back in like you know what I mean? Like, oh, my name's Conscience, and it was like, oh.
So back in 7th grade, did you know you wanted to be a musician?
No, not at all. No, so I really liked dancing, but long story short. My parents are very kind of strict into like they're very old fashioned.
Okay.
So dancing wasn't really like a godly movement.
Like Footloose. Okay.
Footloose.
The movie. Same thing.
Okay.
Same deal.
So I always liked dancing, and I got into the movie Stomp the Yard. I don't know if you ever seen.
Of course.
Stomp the Yard. So
sure.
Long story short.
Was that Glover?
You said what?
Glover.
I
don't know.
Oh, okay.
Stomp the Yard.
Yeah, I'm done.
I'm done.
But yeah, so
you saw the movie.
I saw the movie, and they did a style called Krump, which is KRUMP, Krump, and I just fell in love with the style, and like I just started like doing like the same dance moves in the movie, but I would always have my TV low because we wasn't really able to like.
Because you couldn't dance.
Yeah, I couldn't dance.
You weren't allowed to.
Yeah, and listen to quote unquote like worldly music.
Oh wow.
You know what I mean? So it was like very like it was like kind of like everything was like bad. Like you know what I mean? Certain movies were like we couldn't watch certain movies or things. So But yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot where we was going from.
No, about
Okay.
about the name.
Okay. Oh yeah.
And then wanting to be a musician.
Yes. So yeah, it was a strictly just dancing, at first, and then ended up becoming like videography.
Yeah.
And then music about like 5 years ago.
So I know, 5 years ago.
And I still do everything. I still do everything to this day.
Yeah, I've consumed a lot of your music, which is why I wanted you on the show. Really, how do you? I don't want to butcher it. I don't. I don't. How would you describe the style of music and the influence?
That's a good question. I don't know. I just like to dip and dabble on a lot of like genres.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind stretching out my vocal cords or like trying new things. You know, opera. We did something with opera, but I haven't put it out yet. But you know, I don't.
But
mind.
This isn't opera.
Nah. So, but yeah, I like to, you know, very versatile. You know, I don't know. I think my music is basically for like all listeners.
Yeah.
I guess, and I'm not scared to
experiment.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely, and everything that I do, I just feel like confident about it though too. So.
And your fans seem to be reacting similarly. I see the comments. You put out a video.
Yes. Comment those brain emojis in the comment section. But no,
they love it, and I love it.
Yeah. So it's crazy because I got like a good fan base where you know they're a fan when they drop like a brain emoji because my name's Conscience.
And they get it.
Yeah. So and then I have like my my logo, which is like a brain and like I'll show you right here. It's like a. Oh, it's on my back though too. Yeah, whatever though. But yeah, it's like, you know, the brain. You got the horn, and then you got the halo. That's what you were saying. So yeah. So the whole conscience thing though too. So I just brand everything. I got my merch and stuff here though too. But so when people drop a brain emoji, either if it's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, I know who they are, and other people know who they are, and then other people will subscribe to those people because it's like, you know, it's like a team, like group thing.
How do you build a fan base? Is it just sing, put it out there, and they'll come, or what's your strategy for that? Because you have a lot. You have a big following.
Yeah. So thank you. I'm still working on the dream and on the goals.
Sure.
You know, I'm very thankful for where I'm at. However, there's still work that needs to be done.
Always, isn't that the life?
What I do is I really post a lot, like a lot. So, I've been posting for years. I don't even. There's like not like. I don't know how far back I could go, like, cause I've been posting a lot for years. At first, when I started posting, when it was like basically like my dancing videos and stuff like that, my mom and I would have a few other people record my talent shows, cause I used to do a lot of talent shows and like pep rallies and stuff, but and it wasn't as much in the beginning, cause that's when like YouTube kind of just was starting to get like a little pop in, you know what I mean? So, it was basically just Soulja Boy at the time. It was just basically just Soulja Boy at the time, but now it's like, I know that you have to keep on promoting yourself to get seen and stuff, no matter like what it is and stuff. So as far as with me, I actually use for right now it's like a scheduling app. So basically I'll do so I'll basically just I'll pick out a day out of the week, and I'll just do a whole bunch of content. And I'll take maybe like 5 hours out of my day, and then just scatter out either statuses, videos, pictures, quotes, or anything like that throughout the whole month.
So that's the secret. You have to put in. You have to overload the work there.
Yeah. So and, you know, some posts will get, like, you know, a little bit of engagement or whatever, but that's just what it comes with when you're, you know, an entrepreneur or trying to succeed. You know what I mean? There's gonna be stuff that's not gonna, not gonna work out, or same thing with owning a business, or you gotta keep on going, keep on going, and keep on going. So, and I'm not scared of failing or risking, or you know what I mean.
As an entertainer, that's the only way to succeed. You have to make sure that you're putting out and just taking the risks.
Yeah, definitely.
You said you were in 7th grade when the name Conscience came to you, and you owned that. But only 5 years ago, you started really putting out the music.
Yeah.
And your catalog, like I say, is great. What was that moment when you realized, hey, I should write music?
Yeah, so I had to deal with a lot of
what's the word?
My ex, actually. That's actually
it's always the case.
But the thing is, it wasn't mainly for her. It wasn't even for her, but it was more of like to express,
sure,
you know what I mean, how I felt. Like,
did you know you had music in you, though? When did that realization come about? When you're like, because creativity, expression.
I wanted to try it out, though. Like, it wasn't like more of like, because music does run in my family, but I didn't even know that until like 3 years ago. Like 3 years ago, my uncle plays the what is it called?
Accordion?
I think that's what it's called, right? It's like a piano, but it's like...
Sure, looks like you're making the thing of an accordion.
Yeah, and they used to do like a lot of like, they used to go out to the club and do a lot of music and stuff like that, a lot of like salsa music and stuff. And I was able to witness it like in person with my family. We went there like 3 years ago, and I was like, oh, music does really run the family. That's crazy. But long story short, I was playing basketball in high school, and in my freshman year in high school, we used to like rap in the back of the bus. So we would try to like battle each other in the back of the bus. So like it would be like we'll come back home from like a win from like a game, you know what I mean? And we're going back home from the bus and stuff like that. So all of us are in the back. So we'll just like spit a few bars. You know what I mean? We'll try to spit a few bars and stuff, but then like that was kind of like just like a little phase.
Yeah.
But
it
like,
showed you.
Yeah. Looking back at it, it's like, oh, that actually like kind of motivated me to to actually really start doing something. But actually from that point, I actually didn't even do any type of music or anything like that for like 4 or 5 years, and then that's when I ended up, because I was in a situation with my ex. And it made, I don't know, I was like, you know what, I just want to just express my feelings. Like, I just want to just express my feelings. And there was a few artists that I looked up to that were like my similar style. Who
were those?
There was a guy named at Rayvon. He's actually on the XXL this year. And then a guy named, I think his name is Kalen Raps.
Yeah.
Kalen Raps. Those were like, they were like very like deep into like emotions, like rapping and stuff like that. And that was like kind of like my similar style. So I only used to do like, I would do videos in the car, like rapping, and I'll have my camera right there, and I would just rap in the car. And it wasn't actually like real music, like Apple Music, Spotify, and stuff like that. I was doing that for maybe like about a good year. And then people were like, yo, you should just actually really just drop music.
Really?
Yeah, and I was just like, you know what?
Maybe I should.
Yeah, maybe I should. So then, like, I bought my first beat. It was like $300, $400. And I put everything, I made sure everything was legit. I got all my paperwork done. I got my BMI. I got everything situated for my music. And I made sure my first song was, like, the way how the business is supposed to go.
How important is that, right? Because it's show business, right? So you weren't just,
So that's how I basically started getting into like music, and then now it's like I really love doing it now. Like, it's crazy.
Well, in order to do what you do, it's you wouldn't be able to even have gotten to this point if you didn't have the passion for it.
Yep.
What do you hope the listener, I don't know, it feels when they hear your music or takes away?
Yeah, so with my music, it's kind of it's a lot of different genres. So like, but when I just want people to feel like, I don't know, just
Yeah, what's the message you're putting out?
um.
About love, about life.
Yeah, there's a lot though, cause like my main stuff is like more like, I guess, like love music, and also like entrepreneurship music and stuff like that, like being your own boss. And
That's important.
yeah, very like to me, very important to me, like very
Yeah,
important.
I'm getting that now.
Yes.
So what's the opposite of that? That we're driving away from. It's important. What does entrepreneurship represent in the opposite?
Wait, what do you mean in the opposite?
Well, okay. So what does it represent, right? Because obviously it's important to you.
Oh, like what presents like entrepreneurship to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I'm actually gonna be answering it correctly.
No wrong answers.
But I don't know. It's just like everything to me. Like I just feel like I feel like everyone, not everyone, but because sometimes like I just feel like everyone has a gift, but it just takes longer for some people to get to it. You know what I mean?
It took me 40 years.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah. So like I just feel like you probably won't find it when you're 8. Obviously, you probably won't find it when you're 16, 18, 20, probably even 30, 40. But
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like you have something, but it's developing, even if it's
Yes.
baby steps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, and once you get there, it's like, yes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it just, once you get to that spot of, like, okay, now this is what I'm going to do. Like, you know what I mean? I'm very big on, like, entrepreneurship, and I'm very happy that I was able to deal with it early. Because right now I've been self-employed for maybe, like 7 years right now, and I'm thankful, like, extremely thankful.
It's amazing.
And you know, there's times that's, like I said, like, you have to basically not be scared of failing. You know what I mean? And even if you are scared of failing, you have to keep going.
Have there been fails along your way?
Definitely, always, all the time.
Give me one.
So
Give
like,
me one.
So there's one thing that I do that I hate doing, but I talk about it all the time. But it's just like, because I don't have my own manager or anything like that, so I do everything myself. So especially when I need to like pitch out locations for like certain music videos or something like that, so I have to talk to like these CEOs, these building owners, these people, and it's just like, you get a lot of no's, like, all the time. You get a lot of no's.
You brought it up.
You know what I mean? So like I'll do like I don't know, 100 pitches, and then I'll probably get one person that will reply back to me, and they'll think about it, or they'll say yes or whatever. But it's just like, you gotta keep on going even if people tell you no.
You need the skin.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So and that's the thing about being an entrepreneur, like, or with any type of field that you're in, like, you gotta keep. You know what I mean? If you're trying to be a police officer, and if you're really trying to be a police officer, you probably failed the test 5-6 times, but the 7th time you got it, and you know what I mean? It's just like, there's a process to everything, and it's just like, I just feel like you have to be, you could be built for it, but I feel like you can learn how to be built like that. You know what I mean? So, and that comes with, trial and error, that comes with experience, that even comes with, probably even having like a mentor, having like a good mentor and stuff like that. So
that's right.
I'm very, very, very big on entrepreneurship, and I'm very big on, doing what you got to do to, to keep on going and stuff. So
you're talking to the right person. Hidden Nation, you're tuned into my conversation with Conscience. We're sitting right here on 710 WOR. It's the voice of New York. He's a musical artist and entrepreneur. Conscience, I know that who you are today is every bit defined by your upbringing, which had its, I don't know the word, struggles? Yeah? You were in foster care for a couple of years. Did that have an impact on the person you are today?
Yeah, definitely.
You could have gone another way, right?
Yeah. So it was really tough though. It was really tough being in a foster home. One thing I didn't like is like switching schools. I had to switch a lot of schools a lot because the temporary homes that I was in, I'll probably stay in a home for like a few days. I'll stay in another home for like a month. I'll stay in another home for like 5 months. So like I always had to keep on like switching different schools because it would be, you know, not in the area of where my school's supposed to be. So I liked it, but I didn't like it because I kept meeting, you know, new people, and I always liked meeting people and stuff like that. But the thing is, like, I just always hated being nervous. I always hated being like, I feel like that's not good for like your heart. Like, you know what I mean?
And you're a child at this point.
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, and it's just like, but I like being the new kid, but it was like I hated like the inside feeling. You know what I mean? Even though I didn't really express it, you know what I mean? Like, 'cause I always wanted to. I always liked being like the talk, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because I was always a new kid. Like, oh, look at the new kid, or da-da-da-da-da-da. You know, I'm just like.
So you didn't just shy away when you were the new kid. Yeah. You stood.
Yeah, I stood on it, and I always, you know, I was always cool with the teachers and stuff like that. But even though I was just like.
When you were behind closed doors, are you aware of, were there some sadness, some insecurity, some anger, some emotions that you had to work through?
Yeah, definitely.
There had to have been, right?
Yeah.
How do you get through all that? Your music.
I wasn't doing music at the time though, but I used to pray a lot. Especially when I was in a foster home. I just used to just pray a lot.
To God.
Yeah, and I would just, I don't know, like, it was just more of like, I don't know, like, get me out of here. Like, you know, and it was like, it was that, I had a lot of fun times, but at the same time, like, I wanted to always see, like, my mom and my dad, and, you know, I didn't want to be in a house, because when you're in a foster home, you're with a group of people you don't know.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? And if they're, like, mean to you, or, like, you got to stay there, like, you know what I mean? Unless you, like, do something about it, and then you go somewhere else.
That's a whole other.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just, like, I used to just pray a lot, and,
because you could have gone
another route, yeah.
You sure could have.
Yeah, and I'm glad I didn't. You know, moving to Connecticut has helped me, you know, not continue the other route.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Of the bad side of conscience.
That's right. And it sounds like you never felt like or leaned into being the victim. It seems like you made the best of what you could.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So
you were an outgoing kid.
Yeah. I mean, no, not actually at first, no.
Oh, not at first.
No, not at first, no. I was more shy, but I liked I was very shy, but at the same time, like I liked meeting new people, but it was just like
you had hope.
Yeah, I had hope, but I wouldn't really talk to someone unless they talk to me first, and then I'd be like, okay.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you waited for the opening and the permission.
Basically, yeah. So whenever there was like a simple interaction, like, oh, I like your shoes, I'd be like, oh, thank you so much. Well, you know, I seen you, yeah, you know what I mean?
Great.
Even if it's like a simple interaction or a simple convo, you know. But when I moved to Connecticut and I wasn't in a foster home anymore, that's when I felt kind of like free. And that's when I first did like my talent shows and stuff like that, and I was just like, damn, I could actually dance, and you know, and yeah, my mom actually went to my talent shows and stuff, and she actually started to support me, you know, because like my household was like very strict. My dad is a pastor, and my mom's a pastor's wife and stuff like that. So my mom seen something in me, and she's like, okay, this is what he loves doing, you know, I'm gonna support my son on what he does, you know, and she was always there recording me. she was always there recording me and you know, supporting me, and yeah.
And here we are. So let's set up the song we're gonna play out here. What is the song we're gonna hear?
The song is called I'm Petty. I just dropped it on 4th of July. Song's I'm Petty, and yeah, we all have a a petty ex. We'll have someone that's actually really petty. But sometimes, if people want to be petty, sometimes you just gotta be petty back. Sometimes.
And there you go, Hidden Nation. Enjoy the song "I'm Petty" by musical artist and entrepreneur Conscience.
Yes.
You're tuned right here to 710 WOR. It's the voice of New York. Enjoy. Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh, Chance.
Let's go.
Well done.
I appreciate
How'd it look?
Thank you.
It was
Thank you so
good.
much. Yes. Yes. Let's
I'll
go.
take some picture.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sheesh. Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It wasn't recording.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
joking.
I'm done.
And what do you do with that?